Louisiana is the state. It is the email of the day. It is the story the audience is waiting on. I want to hear you guys discuss this. We'll start with the video that has been on Facebook. It's been everywhere, and it shows a pastor dealing with a man who is videoing the pastor. They're obviously having words. You're going to get all the explanation about that after we're done. But let me tell you one thing. This particular evil person, and I do feel like when you hear what the pastor says here in a minute, there's a demonic element to this too. But there comes a time, Solomon told us there's a time for everything. And sometimes there is a time to fight. And so what you're going to see here is you're going to see the pastor who has had enough. And this guy thinks he's going to throw a punch at the pastor while holding his phone in one hand. These people, they can't even put down their phone to fight. And he makes a bad decision, and the pastor beats him down pretty good. Mm-hmm. This is in central Louisiana. Is that correct? Mm-hmm. So here we go. Here's the footage.
Look at this.
So there's the guy. He's hollering, and the pastor's going after him. It's on the side of the road. He takes a swing at the pastor right there, which was 2 swings.
Yeah.
Three swings, and now the pastor has got him.
Oh, yeah.
He gets him by the hair of the head.
There you go.
And he's popping that
And
face.
takedown.
Let me tell you something.
Takedown city.
Let me
Pull
tell
him
you.
out.
Take
Pull
that.
him out.
This pastor's clearly Assembly of God. Look at this. I mean, he is. I mean, he
Throws his phone
away and keeps on. He now has him, like Greg said earlier, one of those UFC deals where they get on your back and hold you down and they just pummel you.
That's called full mount, friends. Now he's cranking his head.
Now he's cranking his head. Now look, we're coming over the top with some punches to the forehead, to the side of the head.
Look at him.
Let me tell you, old Demon Boy wishes he kept his mouth shut right now.
Yes,
And
he does.
this is what happens when you threaten people, you idiot.
And then one last little, for good measure,
And
boom.
And now a kick. And the guy's like, I need to get
What
out
do
of here.
I do? Help my mommy. Where's my mommy?
So what in the world happened?
Idiot.
What in the world happened? Now, I want to let all of you in the audience know who may have children with you. Mm-hmm. The pastor is going to talk about what this guy has been saying to him for years, and he took it to another level on this particular day, which leads to the altercation. The pastor is the pastor for Life Tabernacle Church in central Louisiana. And so we are going to hear from the pastor, Tony Spale. He publicly defended his actions. There's going to be some things said here that are really dark and wicked. Mm-hmm. So if you have children and you don't want them to hear this, then make that decision now, okay? So here is the pastor explaining what happened.
I'm going to give you a statement of the events that occurred on yesterday, June the 23rd of 2026. At approximately 9 a.m., I'm out on the church parking lot. There I'm working on one of our Sunday school buses. We have a large bus fleet. We have several people that do maintenance on our buses. I was swapping out the batteries on bus number 48. By that, you have dead batteries. I'm putting new batteries on the bus. So while I'm working on our bus fleet, the individual across the street, one of the men across the street, is walking up and down the shoulder parallel with the bus, which is about 100 yards to my south right now, or 100 yards to my east. And while this individual is walking up and down the shoulder of the road, he's shouting vulgarities, profanities, and very nasty words towards my person, toward myself. And while I'm working on this particular bus, he said, "Tony," I'm quoting him, he said, "Tony, I'm going to rape your wife. I'm going to rape all of your grandchildren."
Wow.
And he said, "The next time you go out of town, I'm going to kill them. And what the F are you going to do about it?" End quote. This has gone on for years now. Behind me are several witnesses who can attest to what was said. They have video. They have made numerous complaints to the police and the sheriff's department. Our church represents 27 nationalities. Every nationality that comes to this church comes for a safe place of refuge, a place of worship. Many recovering addicts who come for a place of worship. They are constantly stalked by these individuals across the street. They are constantly intimidated with threats of bodily harm. There's not a person that's come to this church that's standing behind me in this meeting today who hasn't been called the racial slurs of the N-word. Their children have been screamed and shouted with vulgarities. As a shepherd, I have not allowed the sheep to attack the wolves for what was said to them. I've given you a complete and true statement of what happened yesterday. I can't allow a man to rape my wife. I can't allow a man to rape my grandchildren. I will not allow a man to murder my children when I'm gone. The next time you leave, I'm going to kill your family. What the F are you going to do about it?
That's what. Yeah. That's what.
At this time, I'm going to turn the...
Yeah, there you go. So, wow. So that's the story. Apparently, this has been going on for a while. And you heard what he said. The man
said there's a group of them. So
there must be a group, and this is one of them. It appears that the young man's father said his son suffered a cut on his chin that required 5 stitches.
Oh no!
And it says that the pastor threatened to break his neck. Well, probably.
Yeah.
Because this man threatened to kill this man's wife, and after raping her and all of his grandchildren, and that they would be killed the next time he left town. So there is some discussion, if this has been going on for years, why didn't law enforcement do more? They did defend themselves in saying that the police records show 5 reported incidents involving him and his wife during the past 4 years. He said only one of those reports involved a complaint against the neighboring family, the ones who were doing this. So the police saying that it wasn't reported to us but one time. These other times they involved some other incidents. But as far as these people, we only got a report one time about it. So that's what they're saying. But this is what the man's saying to the pastor, obviously, is signs of some sort of evil, or best case scenario, some sort of mental illness. But it's one of those things. People can say bad things about you and say they don't like you and all that, and we certainly try to stay out of anything violent. But when it comes to the point when people begin to threaten your family and begin to threaten their very lives.
Guys, he knocked him out of his Crocs.
Yeah, he did. Knocked him right out of his Crocs.
Love it. I love. Yeah, I've had this on the loop behind you guys.
Yeah,
I can't stop watching it.
There comes a time when there is a time when this is necessary.
And as far as legally, the kid with the phone, he's not a kid, he's a man, he's a 20-year-old. By the way, he got his butt whooped by a 48-year-old.
Yeah.
He threw the first punch.
He did.
He threw the first punch.
Yeah,
the pastor was just walking towards him, and the kid threw the first punch. So it's on.
He threw 2 punches before the pastor took hold of him. Yeah.
True.
So we'll be right back.
This is the Rick Burgess Show.
The pastor was arrested. He posted his bond. He is out. He did preach. And I honestly thought, when people were talking about the next time he talked to the congregation, I thought he might go to all 4 of the gospel accounts of Jesus turning over the tables and getting out a whip of cords and driving people out. I thought that's what he would go with. He went with something a little different, and this is funny. Mm-hmm. Here's what he said to the congregation after the incident, after he posted bond and and was released.
They shall lay hands on the sick, and they shall recover. So today, Brother Merritt and all of you, I fulfilled the scripture. I laid hands on the sick.
Done.
Oh, my.
You did.
Oh. Let me tell you, he did lay hands on a sick individual.
Several times.
Oh, that's good.
This sick individual that he went over and confronted, when he's walking over, he's screaming at somebody. And I don't know.
He's looking at like the traffic that's coming. He's filming with his phone. He's pointing.
Hey, look at this guy.
And somebody's got some pretty good footage too. So I don't know if it's somebody in his own entourage that's go, let's film this. You know, I don't know,
Where did
but
the film
it's
come from?
right.
Let's go. It's on. It's on. Yeah, it's on.
Yeah,
buddy.
it's on, big guy. You're about to get.
Greg, you're right. Knocked him right
fistful.
out of his Crocs.
Yeah, yeah, I'm sure.
All right,
just-
Greg brought up something. I was trying to figure out whether this was just some horrible human, mentally ill, or demonic possession. Greg, pretty wise counsel. Greg has ruled out demonic possession because he said that God didn't have any strength at all. The pastor threw him around like it was nothing.
Demons got this unbelievable strength. And they
Usually demon possessed people have incredible
They
strength.
do, but light beats
Not-
darkness every time.
Yeah, not a lot of strength in this person.
look at him when he grabs him by the hair and pulls his head back.
Yes.
He was thrown around like a
Look,
rag.
he's dragging him.
Like
yeah,
a rag.
I love the one
Wham.
kick to go.
And by the
See
way,
ya.
he must not be. Maybe he is. He doesn't seem to be from our culture because the pastor has obviously got the walk of "I'm coming to whip
Oh, yeah.
somebody."
Yeah,
Like
there was
somebody.
no-
So I've had enough, and somebody's getting whipped. That is the "I'm coming to fight" walk.
Yeah, it is.
I've had it, and I am done. It's a go time.
Mm-hmm.
And I just
Boom.
I shouldn't love this as much as I do.
I do.
I know. I keep
I do. It's
watching
really
it. I
good.
can't
Right.
stop.
Yeah,
It's like watching. I don't know.
That-
Team USA beat the Russians or something. I keep watching. I can't stop.
And I'm gonna give him a clever award for saying I laid hands on the sick. That right there.
That was a good one.
That,
great.
That was fantastic.
Yes. Well, it is a sick individual that would, for years.
Yeah.
Think about
Oh, yeah.
think about your week,
Mhm.
and every Sunday or Wednesday evening, these guys are screaming at the congregation as
Oh, yeah.
they try to go in and worship, and kids too.
Right.
No, don't forget the pastor said that they
Golly.
verbally assault the kids too every
Yeah.
time.
Yeah.
Racial slurs. It's just horrible. What you've heard of like having a bad neighbor? Like, oh goodness, when your church has a bad neighbor, it's harassing all the members and everything. That's just a bad scenario.
Well, and the things that he said to him about his wife and his children and grandchildren, and then threatening their very lives. I mean, they. I know a lot of you don't. You think that some of you don't understand. Even doing what we do for a living, the things that people will say. Now, what we found out that in most cases they are some of the most cowardice people you would ever deal with. They're big and tough when they're a long way from you or they're anonymous. Anytime that you say to most of the people, let's have a person-to-person conversation, either in person, on the phone, 99% of them, they hide and run. And when you see, once again, once somebody decided to do something about it, it didn't turn out real well for the big mouth and the person shouting these horrible things. And so we all, let's just be honest, we love it. And if it would have been a UFC match, Greg, you said it, I think they would have called it.
Oh, yeah. The ref would have dove right in between them.
Herb Dean, please stop the
Herb,
fight.
Herb,
his
get in
his
there.
corner, stop the fight, Herb, please.
Now, what's going to be interesting is to try to see exactly how this is going to turn out for the pastor. I mean, let's get down to that. Now, his lawyer says that he will defend Tony Spell with everything he's got.
Yeah, that guy throws the first punch.
And his attorney, Jeffrey Wittenbrink, he honestly thinks that the local law should have done more to keep this from escalating. The law, like I say, has defended themselves. He says he thinks this is the lawyer for the pastor. He thinks a failure of laws and enforcers to keep the peace happened here. But the police obviously disagree with that, saying that they have all the records and they can show you about the complaints they actually got, and they think they've handled this. They've handled it the only way they could. So we'll see how that goes. And the pastor said that he has seen the congregation worshiping harder than they ever have.
Sure.
After this, and I bet see, you wicked people out there, you're just so stupid, and because you're working with a loser, and that's Lucifer, and the demons. They're losers, and what happens here is you think that persecuting this church is going to weaken the church. But you don't have enough sense to know that throughout the history of the church thrives and has more strength and more impact under persecution. If you were just not so stupid, the best thing to keep the church from being effective is just leave it alone, because then we struggle with our apathy and we start laying around and become a spiritual social club. But if you go after us, then all of a sudden we start accessing that power we've had all along. And before you know it, the church actually gets stronger and has more impact. So you just played right into the hands of the very God that you oppose. It's not very smart. And by the way, you got your little rear end spanked.
Yeah.
You got whipped pretty good.
And legally speaking, didn't the guy have a concrete plan? When you go out of town, I will kill your family.
Correct.
That to me seems like cut and dry. Oh yeah, go for it.
That's domestic terrorist threats.
Yeah, absolutely. Totally justified. I don't know the law though.
It's like watching the movie The Apostle. We'll be right back.
This is the Rick Burgess Show.